Today we're going to be looking at the top 5 best guns in Modern Warfare 3, but not just that, these guns are actually really good on recoil as well. So if you have trouble controlling recoil on certain weapons, you come to the right class setup video, because guys, these ones are just really good. Now I will say, the static doesn't have absolutely zero recoil. Okay, this one, that's going to be one of the only guns on this list that does have quite a little bit of recoil, but very easy to control. It's just so good, this class up close, so good at mid-range. You don't want to use anything else. But we're going to get into like the class setups. I'm going to start the list off, and we're going to go straight to the STG. Now, the STG is an OG to me. It's such a good gun. It's been in previous CODs. I love the STG. It feels good, it feels nice, and it's a powerful weapon to shoot. All right, so if we're going to go into this, the first attachment you're going to want to throw on this one is the muzzle, the MW3 compensated flash hider. This is going to shorten your radar pings so the red dot doesn't stay there too long, but it's going to give you vertical and horizontal recoil control, which is really nice. After that, we're going to go to the barrel, and that's going to be the Bruin Accrue heavy barrel for bullet velocity and range, damage range, and bullet velocity. I don't know why it says that it gives you those twice, but it says it. There it is. It's really good. It's really nice, and it just does a great job. Like this, if you wanted to use this class in Warzone as well, you definitely could. It would still be good in there as well. The underbarrel is going to be the X10 Phantom 5 hand stopper, ADS, sprint to fire. We need that on this class because we haven't gotten it yet. But not only does it give you ADS and sprint to fire, it also gives you vertical recoil control and gun kick control to help this gun be even more steady, to make it be a stable weapon and really nice. Now, I put an optic on this class. You guys could kind of opt for whatever one you want, but the one I'm using is the XRK on point optic. I just find it so nice on this class. It makes this class feel good, and it doesn't have a zoom or anything, which is good as well. I don't like optics that zoom in too much, because then you lose out on what's around your gun, what's outside of your optic and whatnot. So I don't like doing that. I like the way it is. I like this one. It just feels really good on the STG. And then finally, we got the Citadel grip for the rear grip for recoil control and gun kick control. It doesn't take away any ADS, doesn't take away any sprint to fire. This class is a solid STG class. I recommend using it. Next off, we're going to go on to that static class that I told you about. This one is not that bad, all right? Like it sounds bad on paper, but it is such a good class to use. Overall, this thing's just going to shred people. If you wanted to use this in Warzone as well, go ahead and do so. It is currently not the meta class setup for Warzone, but I find it better. If I'm being quite honest with you guys, I find it better. The first attachment is going to be the Black Fire Compensator S, the ELR Black Fire Compensator S. This is just recoil control. You're going to lose some bullet velocity and range, but on multiplayer, for the most part, that doesn't matter. You don't really need the bullet velocity and range, especially on this gun right here. The barrel is going to be the Auger 840 light barrel for ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed, hip fire, and tac stance spread. It's taken away some recoil and some gun kick control, but like I said, this one's going to bounce a little bit, but overall, it's really dang nice. Next off, we're going to go to the underbarrel, and that's going to be the FTAC MSP 98 hand stop. The reason you want this one is for that gun kick control and that vertical recoil control. You're also getting aim walking speed, which is good, especially to dodge bullets and stuff. You don't really dodge bullets, but you make yourself a harder target to hit the faster you can move while ADSing. And you also get movement speed on this too, so you can rush around the map nicely and do a great job at it. Now, I have the glassless optic on. You do not need an optic for this class. If you guys wanted to run something else, you could definitely go for it, but I don't want to run a laser on this gun. I don't really care for the ammunition on this one either, so I just went ahead and threw an optic on just for the sake of throwing it on. Now, the reason why I can't throw on a rear grip is because of my stock. I'm using the Spry 34 light stock. This takes away the ability from being able to throw on a rear grip. It's going to lock it. You won't be able to. This one's good because you're getting sprint to fire speed, movement speed, ADS speed, aim, walking speed, all that kind of stuff. So that's the whole class setup for the static HV. This one, it's insane. I actually like this class a lot, turning into one of my favorite weapons in the game. Moving on to another weapon, we got the FJX Horus. Now, the FJX Horus, this is a gun that I'm always going to love. We also got some other good weapons like the SUPERI coming up after this, but for the most part, I will say the FJX Horus is really good. We got the muzzle, the MW35 compensated flash hider, just like before, for vertical recoil control, horizontal recoil control, firing instability, and it also shortens those pings. Then for the barrel, we got the SIN 9 long barrel. This is to give you bullet velocity and range. It actually is needed on this gun. Unlike the last class, this one is actually needed. You want some range with this one right here, and it's going to drop people really nicely. It also gives you aiming, idle sway, and firing instability. So this gun's pretty solid when you're actually shooting it. The underbarrel is the Chimera Orion 03 vertical grip for gun kick control, vertical recoil control, aiming, idle sway, and firing aim stability. Again, really, really nice to use. We got the magazine, the 48 round mags, because yeah, you kind of want to have more bullets on this one. You don't want to run out of bullets too fast. And then finally, the last attachment is the Ripper Light stock. For the stock, this is going to give you sprint to fire, movement speed, aim walking speed, and all that kind of nice stuff. Now, with the next class, I did say the SUPERI, but before we get into the SUPERI, I want to give off this SVA class again. It is just my favorite SVA class. Like, this is one of the best guns in the game. I love it one week, I hate it the next, but that's just because I use it too much. I use this gun too much, so if I have bad games, I'm just going to blame the gun. I'm not going to blame myself, you know, but it definitely is my own fault. But I'm going to say, this SVA class, I haven't changed it much, and there's no need to change it much. It's so good, alright? So the barrel is going to be the NT Quietus suppressed barrel. This is going to give you guys suppression, which is great. You won't be visible on the radar at all, but you can't run a muzzle either, because this kind of acts like it. You're going to get ADS and sprint to fire, which is awesome as well, and aim walking speed. So I like that a lot. Now we want more speed with this thing, so we're going to throw on the DR6 hand stop for the underbarrel, for sprint to fire speed, ADS, aim walking, and movement speed as well. So all that kind of good stuff. 45 round mags. It's kind of needed. You don't need to run this if you want to run an ammunition or a rear grip instead. Go ahead and do so. I feel like this gun kind of needs 45 round mags. I don't feel like reloading it every second, so that's why I'm running it. I also got the Jack glassless optic, which is a really nice attachment to throw onto this one as well. And again, you don't really need to run the Jack glassless. If you guys like something else instead, maybe you guys want to run like the Morse dot sight or something like that, go for it. I'm just saying, man, the optic, it's always optional. It's always whatever you guys prefer. I just like the Jack glassless, so I'm running that. And then the final attachment is the stock, the main V6 stock for recoil control and gun kick control. So again, this class right here, I haven't changed it much in like probably 5 months or so. If anything, I maybe changed 1 or 2 attachments. It's just so good. The SVA is such a nasty gun. You got to use it. It's good up close. It's good at mid. It's good at long. It's good at literally everything. So go ahead and use it. And now finally, the SUPERI 46. I just love this gun since they came out with it. It kind of sucks that we have 1 month left in this game, and that means we only got 1 month left with this gun, but it is a good one. It's fun to use. I don't know what it is. It's just fun to run around with. Now, the first attachment is going to be the Atoll Z4 suppressed barrel for recoil control, firing aim stability, gun kick control, and you're also undetectable by radar, which also means that you're not going to be able to throw a muzzle onto this gun. So it is what it is, but it's pretty nice. The underbarrel is going to be the demo firm grip for recoil control, hipfire accuracy, aiming, idle sway. Again, pretty cool as well. Now, I'm running 40 round mags, but I'm going to give you guys the option if you want to run 40 round mags or if you want to run an optic, go ahead and choose. So I just like the iron sights on this gun. I don't feel like there's a need for an optic, so I opted for the 40 round mags instead. It's just really nice. And then the stock is going to be the no stock. Now, no stock sucks because you're going to get a lot of recoil with it, but this gun still hits at range, right? The recoil is there. It is there. It is visible, but this gun still hits at range, right? You're going to get sprint to fire speed, a nice amount, ADS, crouch movement speed, and aim walking speed. So I think it's worth it. And then finally, for the last attachment, we're going to run the rear grip, the Sakin ZX grip for recoil control and gun kick control. It's needed because of that last attachment, but the good thing is throwing on this one, you're not losing ADS, you're not losing sprint to fire. So basically, we're getting recoil gun kick, we're getting gun kick control, and we're also getting ADS and sprint to fire and movement speed and all that stuff that the no stock gave us. Anyways, guys, that is the top 5 best guns. If you have a gun that you prefer that I didn't mention on this list, let me know down in the comments below. What is your favorite gun that's ever been in MW3? I think this is all we're getting for now. I don't think we're getting more, but it is what it is. Subscribe to the channel if there's no reason on. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a big fat like so YouTube can push us out to more people. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.